When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This is Cohen. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and inches, Trubisky, throw right side, caught by Ridley. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A good pickup there, 21 yards. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw. Cohen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On the end around, here comes Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. We're scoreless after 1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. On third down, here's Eckler. Room past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Rivers now, the throw on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. A loss of 2 there, second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball,
defense! Now Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
180, 390, 59. All day, baby, all day,
On third down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. That sack by Khalil Mack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So that is how we get our first points here in quarter number 2 on the punt return.
Both teams were seeking the momentum that comes from the first score of the game. But when it comes on a special teams play, a punt return, I think that's extra momentum. And now I wonder if they just roll it forward and maybe don't just kick the extra point, but possibly go for 2.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drawing. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rivers now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Just like that.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And it's complete. Henry And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. A first down throw here for Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Play fake, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line. All right, black 15. 44. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Alpha! Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Hey. High 7. 59, Mike is 59.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan. And you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection. So you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield. So you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Taylor to throw. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now it's Taylor. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Room here to run. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a gain of 35.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. Trubisky will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
13, Chargers nothing.
They're 180! 180! 59!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. And that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Trubisky. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll run it with Cohen. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Red, up. 33. Here we go. Alpha.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out as the Bears push further out in front.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback, eluding the pressure right. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". They can't hang with us. Mike, check, 59. Watch the curl.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor, escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You can't block me. Orange 5-4. Q. Mike is 15. Smooth. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike's 59.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, Haywood.
Check, 59. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
Hey.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
Hey, let's zero. Let's get some penetration.
On 1st and 10, Rivers stepping up. He's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
79. Left. Hey, Steve, sit.
At the Bears' 12-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
What we got?
Load it.
59. 59. 6 man.
Wait, 89.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, and this is complete. It's Allen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing, Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
59 Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Let's get that ball.
Check 59.
Ball trot.
59.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final out. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 62 yards as the Bears push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done.